There was a day we knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen, for all the guys who are around my age, from the 21 to 24 fan club. I am 22 years old. We all knew a day was coming where it just looks like he can't do it anymore. It just looks like, look, man, it might be that time. And it's like you wish LeBron could play forever. You wish LeBron could play forever. But we all knew this day was coming where it just looks like LeBron is not the level of player that we have accepted. And once again, LeBron has not been the level of player that we all thought for a while now, but he's always been that top 10 caliber player. He's been a top 10 caliber player for 20 plus years, but now it's just like, dude, you might be top 15, top 20. And the crazy thing is, we're so used to LeBron being a top 7 player in the NBA. When he falls to top 15 or top 20, it's fucking heartbreaking. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like, this Bron shit it's really bothering me, bro. Like, we've been watching this man play basketball at a top 5 level for our entire life. Like, this is all we know when it comes to basketball. This is all we know. Death, taxes, and LeBron being a top 10 player in basketball. That's all we know. So to see him fall to a level where he's playing at a all-star level, maybe not even all-star starter. Like, when we look at LeBron and we see how he's been playing this season, obviously this year he's been averaging about 22 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. Now, that may look good, and I know a lot of people on Twitter and Instagram who aren't really watching the games, because you can tell they're not really watching the games. People are like, oh, okay, LeBron's still getting plenty of triple doubles. He averaging almost a triple double on the season, this, that, and the third. Well, if you dive deeper into that, his efficiency is some of the worst efficiency he's had in his career. 1. 2, he's averaging like 5 turnovers a game in the past 6 games. 2. 3, he just does not have that level of burst, or he does not finish as well around the rim anymore. 3. And 4, he's settling for 3-pointers almost way too much. So I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. It's currently 6 a.m. This Bron shit, I can't sleep. I got work in a couple of hours. I just wanted to get this video out because it's sad. It's okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, after that very long intro of me just being a fan, now I have to actually put my analyst cap on, and let's talk about how LeBron James is playing. So this season so far, LeBron James is averaging 22 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, and 9 assists per game on 48, 34, 74 splits. And when we look at these numbers, this is still an all-star caliber player. LeBron James is still giving you 20 points a night, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. He's still been the main ball handler for this Lakers team. But when you watch the game, there are some issues that I need to bring up. And I think when we look at LeBron James, we know what we're going to get, especially at this stage of his career. This is going to be somebody who is not going to be giving 100% night in and night out, because being 37 plus, his body just can't provide that level of intensity for an 82-game season like he used to. But if we specifically look at this last 6-game stretch, we've seen a lot of things that are really uncharacteristic for LeBron. There have been a lot of bad passes, a lot of careless turnovers, a lot of careless fouls. He's been not trying on defense more than he has been during the regular season as of late. And there's a significant burst in finishing around the rim issue that I have noticed from LeBron of these past few games. Right now, I think the finishing around the rim is one of the most concerning parts about his game, because that is something LeBron has always been able to lean on. He's always been one of the best players getting downhill. He's always been one of the best transition players, and he's always been one of the best at converting at the basket. This season, LeBron between 0 and 3 feet is at 69%, which is still really good, but it's one of the worst of his entire career. He's always been a 70, 75+% type of player around 0 to 3 feet. But now this season, he's starting to miss those shots a lot more. People are starting to get a lot better contests because his first step is just a lot slower, and his coordination and his craftiness around the rim has obviously went down. And if you really take a look, this 0 to 3 feet percentage is the worst it's been since the 2005-2006 season. That's roughly 18 years ago. And even though LeBron just dropped 27 against, I'm missing who it was against. Now, even though LeBron James just had 27 points against the Utah Jazz, there's still some concerns because we've seen this a lot of the past few seasons, but now it's starting to come to light because LeBron has not played well over this last 6-game stretch. There was a point where it was 105 to 104, and LeBron James was 0 for 9 from 3, and he has Lauri Markkanen on him in the perimeter, a chance to make this a 3-point game with a few seconds remaining, and he decides to take a step-back 3. He decided to take a step-back 3 on Lauri Markkanen, and that's very concerning because even at LeBron's age, he still has the speed and the burst to get past Lauri Markkanen in a one-on-one situation. And even if guys like John Collins or Walker Kessler decide to make the help or bring the help, LeBron James is still a capable enough decision maker to make the right pass and to get someone an open shot, to even give us a chance to have a 4-point lead going into the last possession. But once again, he settles for a step-back 3 when he was 0 for 9 from 3 in those games. And what makes this really concerning is LeBron James has had a regression in his first step, in his athleticism of getting downhill. But this season, he's shooting about 34% from 3 on 5 attempts, which the past 2 seasons, he's been 40+ on 5 attempts. So he's really made strides to becoming a better 3-point shooter, but as of late, it just has not been falling. Once again, 35% on 5 attempts, and in the last 6 games, it's been 10% on 5 attempts. So we have seen a bit of a regression from LeBron James. Yeah, to really make this as transparent as I can be, LeBron is 3 for 30 from 3 in his past 6 games. And I really think that's the end-all be-all to this Lakers team. If LeBron James is not playing at the top 10 caliber that you would want him to be, I don't think this Lakers team has a shot at winning a playoff series. Because while Anthony Davis has been playing great and he's been a great offensive hub for the Los Angeles Lakers, you still see him more as a play finisher than a shot creator. And a lot of Anthony Davis's looks is because it's coming in a scheme. And Anthony Davis is not going to have to create his own shot, play in and play out like he had to do with Darvin Ham. That's why you see the numbers going up, because the plays are being a lot easier for Anthony Davis. The shots are being generated a lot easier for Anthony Davis because of the actions that you have going for Anthony Davis. And a lot of that is predicated on how LeBron James is playing. And when he's not creating that rim pressure, when he is turning the ball over, it makes it tough for Anthony Davis. And then defensively, I don't think we need to bring that up. I mean, we know LeBron James has not been the best defender over an 82-game sample size. And once again, he can give you a possession. He can give you a few possessions where he's going completely 100%, and he can be a positive defensively. But we just see time in and time out where LeBron's just not getting back on defense. And we see time and time again where he's just not making the rotation, or he's being extremely aggressive. And once again, it's like you're 40. So it's like, once again, I don't know how much I'm expecting from LeBron as a player, but it's really tough because you've been watching him for so long, and you've been basing your entire love of basketball off this player and obviously this player. We know who that is. Anyway, I don't know how much longer he can go. I really don't. Now, once again, this could be just some huge overreaction, and then LeBron averages 30 over the next 20 games. But right now, man, it just does not look good. It just does not look good. The rim finishing, the passing, which has been very concerning. The defense has always been concerning over a regular game sample size, or even a majority of a playoff sample size. We really just see LeBron really lock in defensively when it's a close game in the fourth, and he can really give that effort for a possession or two. And it really begs the question of how much LeBron is really going to be playing for the upcoming season or the next 2-3 seasons. We've already seen clips of him saying he doesn't know how much longer he can go and how many seasons he can do this. And if the Lakers aren't really pushing any championship contending seasons, I don't know how much LeBron is really going to be playing. Because at this point, I think LeBron has really achieved everything he really could achieve. Like, you have a scoring record that's not going to be touched for probably a half century. You have 4 championships, you have 4 Finals MVPs, you have 4 MVPs. The only thing you really didn't achieve was a Defensive Player of the Year, and we all know how good LeBron was on defense. And I'm sure Bron is starting to realize there's no point. There's no point. I think anything outside of LeBron's love for the game would be, there's no real reason to be playing basketball right now. You're 40 years old. You got your son into the NBA. I know it was a push to try and play with Bryce. Maybe that's what he wants to do. But I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to play. Because once again, I think he's starting to come to terms with he's not going to win another championship unless he just goes to the Thunder. And even then, why not? Why not, Bron? You ain't got nothing else to prove. Go to the Thunder. Go to the Thunder. Go win you a championship. Go win you 6 of them so you can help my GOAT argument. Please, please. But yeah, outside of him playing with the Lakers, I really don't see a world where LeBron is going to be competing for a championship. It's just going to be more playoff minutes and more strain on LeBron's body. So, man, this is what it's come to. This is what it's come to, and it's truly breaking my heart. It's truly breaking my heart, man. I really don't know what to say. Like it's and I think I'm speaking for a lot of people once again in my age range where we knew this day was coming, but it's just like I remember in high school, I was saying like when LeBron retires, I'm going to officially be an adult. Like I'm going to be a real life adult, and I'm 22 now. You know, I got my own place. I pay rent. Like I'm an adult, but it doesn't feel like, you know, it's hard to explain. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about LeBron James. Do you think this downfall is permanent, or do you think he will bounce back like he usually does? And if you guys like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to find me on TikTok, my TikTok is @TheBuzzerSports. If you want to find me on Instagram, my Instagram is @TheBuzzerSports_. And if you want to find me on X, my handle is ATBSports1. And with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.